So what was going on when Tim felt the snake biting around him?
How do these reptiles actually kill?
It's been said that they crush bones, strangle, even break their victim's neck. But what's the real story? With a lightning turn of speed, the snake strikes. Within seconds of the strike, the snake has thrown tight coils around the prey's body. The more it struggles, the tighter the snake's grip becomes until it cannot move. Then comes the big squeeze. With pulses of muscle waves, the snake strengthens its hold. But the victim's bones are rarely broken. The pressure is spread all across the body. Every time the prey breathes out, the coils tighten around the chest, so it's harder and harder for it to breathe in. And it's this that leads most people to believe that they kill by suffocation. But death usually occurs much too rapidly for this to be the only cause. The latest thinking points to something amazing. The snake can actually detect its victim's heartbeat, and it piles on the pressure until it feels the heart begin to falter. Eventually, the pressure is so great that the heart cannot pump, the blood cannot move. The circulation stops. Dead. So when a snake performs the big squeeze, it's a truly heart-stopping experience. Wild snakes do regularly swallow animals as large as a small adult or child, but it takes a lot of effort. A limbless beast like a snake has to swallow its food whole, without the aid of beak or claws or paws. This African rock python has killed an adult gazelle. It's about to perform a feat which would be the equivalent of you or I swallowing a watermelon whole with our hands tied behind our backs. It takes several attempts for the snake to engulf the gazelle, and if it doesn't swallow its meal, there are others waiting in line. Finally, it succeeds, even swallowing the gazelle, horns and all, after getting the angle just right. It's obviously not worried about what this diet does to its waistline. They produce pints and pints of saliva to help lubricate their meals, and enzymes in this saliva start to digest the prey almost immediately. Now it's time for us to reveal the magician's secrets. How does a limbless reptile swallow a gazelle whole without ripping itself apart? There's no illusion here, so how do they perform these amazing feats of swallowing? This X-ray footage shows a young constrictor tackling a rat. Filmed at Harvard by a University of Massachusetts researcher, it reveals for the first time the inner workings of a snake's skull. Our victims have told us how painful a bite from these big snakes is. Most large pythons have up to 200 teeth in their head, each pointing backwards to act like a barb to hang on to prey. But once they've snagged and killed their prey, how do they get something 3 times wider than their skull down? Unlike you or I, snakes' jaw bones are not fused together. They are 4 independent arms which can open up to handle a mega mouthful. These jaw bones can also move independently. They take turns to release the teeth and reach forward, so the snake actually walks forward, pulled by its teeth until its body engulfs the prey. The skin can stretch until it's paper thin, and the scales are pulled far apart to allow the head to expand. Even the ligaments holding the jaws and skull together are incredibly elastic. Once the prey reaches the back of the throat, muscular contractions draw it down toward the gut with incredible speed. And they can breathe with a throat full of rat because their windpipe opens right at the front of their mouth. Once the meal is swallowed, a quick yawn realigns those 4 jaw bones and the ligaments that connect them. The next challenge is, how on earth do you digest an antelope? Teeth, bones, fur, hooves, and all. This Burmese python has been x-rayed 12 hours after eating a rabbit. You can clearly make out the rabbit's skull, its long toes, even its stomach full of hay. But after 2 days, even the bones are breaking down. The stomach acids of these snakes are strong enough to burn through metal, and their guts are full of extremely strong enzymes that break down flesh and bone. By day 4, the rabbit has been reduced to mush. Bones, teeth, fur, and claws, all dissolved and being absorbed to become part of an even bigger snake. Eating such huge meals, these big snakes only need to eat every few weeks. So you'd be unlucky to be attacked by a snake hungry enough to swallow you. But just because it won't eat you doesn't mean it won't kill you. Giant constrictors need to be treated with respect. If you follow the rules, you'll be safe from the big squeeze. Maybe.